What's up everyone, Mortag here, back with a new video. So today we're going to continue our mini guide to Uldir, and today I'm going to speak about the Fury Warrior. Also, I want to spend a word because we had a really important classic announcement, but I want to keep it for the end of the video. So let's go back to the topic. Fury Warrior. So the situation from Fury is get better. Now is this like with same, but I'm seeing reports now that we have some logs up of Wednesday that Fury Warrior is the best choice for single target fights. So it's best for Talok, Fate Devour, Mithrax, Goon, Mother, Vectis even, while Armis is still strong for Zekvos or Zul. Even for Vectis, Mother can be very strong, depends if where they place you, if you go straight to in the other room or you remain on the boss. So looking at the logs, the standard talent tree build is with Endless Rage, Double Time, Sudden Death, Boundary Stride, Carnage, Dragon's Roar and Siegebreaker. And this works basically for every fight apart for Zekvos. Zekvos, we see by logs that is predominant Blade Storm over Dragon's Roar. The reason is very simple. With Siegebreaker you can just use Whirlwind, Rampage, Siegebreaker and then Blade Storm. And you will have a Burst Widow in a way even similar to a warrior using Warbreaker and Blade Storm. So really strong, in a very strong every situation. While we don't have reports of Fury Warriors, at least public, for Zul, Mithrax and Gahun, but we see that the talent build is basically the same, so with the Dragon's Roar instead of Blade Storm. Speaking of trinkets in raid, is predominant Darkwood Deck Phantoms, and we will see later why. While depending on the fights we see the Syringe of Bloodborne Infirmity or the Resan Gleaming Eye. What's interesting on Mother is present the Disc of Systematic Regression. This is really interesting because probably the proc per minute is really strong, so in case you go to the other room so you have to deal with the use, probably the proc of the trinkets allows you to better deal with use, because at a certain point you will probably have even the time to use Whirlwind and a Rampage to kill that the other part of the ride have already defeated all the use in the room. Speaking of Azrael traits, of course we will need to have a trait of Uldir in order to enable the origination array, while our best three comes from a class specific one, while the third one, which is really interesting, is Battlefield Focus. So this one comes from PvP. It's really interesting because, for example, a 355 Battlefield Focus is weaker than a Resan Fury, but at item level 385 it becomes better. So if you are a strong PvP or you engage it, probably you will have the luck to maybe get that rating to gain a 380, 385 item from your weekly chest, weekly PvP chest, and maybe you place your hands on one of those. Let's give a look instead for the 3 class specific one. Of course, Arsenic Rage with Sudden Death talented, Reckless Fury with the Sudden Death talent, and Reckless Fury without. The reason why Reckless Fury is strong is because it allows us to pick Siegebreaker instead of Anger Management, because Reckless Furies allow us to gain our Reckless fast, not so fast as with having Anger Management as a talent, but it's still decent. So this means that we can get another DPS cooldown, in this case Siegebreaker, which is a weaker version than Colossus Bash, but it's very strong in case there is a need or a close burst widow, or for example for fights like Zul and Zekvos, especially when the Silith Warriors are up. Speaking of trinkets, our most ideal and optimal this one, of course, comes all free for WarQuest, but the chance to gaining one 370 or 360 or even 360 is really low, or even impossible for something like 385 or 380. So our beast choice, as I said before, are the Syringe of Bloodborne Infirmity, the Disco Systematic Regression, the Bygone Almanac, the Dark Moon deck Phantoms, which is the Dark Moon deck outclass every 380 trinkets, 390 version, sorry, only the 390 version of the trinkets above, while the Vanquish Standings of Go'uld, I am pleased to see that this become at least decent. It's not that good. Even a 400 version of the trinkets gets outclassed by the Dark Moon card, but at least is in the top 10 of our trinkets list. So at least I'm happy to see that there is possible to use it, because it was really a joke that the trinket coming from the last boss of the raid was so bad. Let's just only say bad. So of course, the best one and the ones we're aiming to gain from the raid are the syringe, the disc, and by the Dark Moon card, because even for this tier is probably going to be our beast trinket, in case you are not so lucky that you are placing your hand on you already have a 400 syringe or disc bus. I believe not even one in the world has placed as one of those yet. So for us right here, our best friends will be King Rest for the Eye of the Raptor King, Siege of Boralus for the Kraken Shell Pauldrons, and Toldagor for the Ashby Border Race. Of course, we will need to swap one of those gear for one that give us an Uldir traits. So my thoughts is that in case I suggest to swap the head or the chest for gaining one with laser matrix if you are lucky. If you're not, even the Mithrax one is good, but of course all three of them gives Reckless Fury, so don't worry about it. I will personally prefer the chest from Azul or the M for Goon, because they gave us laser matrix. But if you only have the shoulders from Mithrax, go for it, it's not that much of a problem. So, as I said before, there's been a very big important classic announcement, and I wanted to say it on the video because something is moving. I'm not a great fan of classic, but this, I think that Blizzard is really risking it, because this is really a very big test for them. They announced that for the BlizzCon, even for the owners of the virtual ticket, there will be a playable demo of the classic experience. So something like some quests in the starting area. Probably there will be Erwin Forest and Durotar, even if I hope and dream that they will be Mulgore and Damurok, because those ones are my best and my favorite starting zones during classic. And this is very risky because they want to give first the playable demo even for people at home, so they also will Blizzard or the BlizzCon virtual ticket, sorry. But also they want to keep it the last from the start of BlizzCon, so the 3 or the 2 of November, I don't remember when BlizzCon starts, till the 8th of it. So about a week. This is really interesting, and probably there will be a lot of stress for this test on their server. So I really hope they do not fail on that, because even someone that has not played World of Warcraft ever will probably give a look at it, because maybe they bought the ticket for Overwatch, Heroes, Hearthstone, who knows. But yeah, they're very bold, want to say that, they're very bold with that, and I hope this will not turn like a shit show, because otherwise they will instantly lose all their credibility for Classic. But yeah, only time will tell. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.